Welcome back now, family. Jim Marshall here again for episode 13. Hey, I've got an idea. And we have to experiment with this. But during COVID-19, as in war times, there have been rushes to produce. Sometimes it's battle equipment, sometimes it's weaponry, sometimes it's new strategies, new ways of leading a battle. There have been all kinds of innovations that have been created because we needed to. We didn't have something to be in place that needed to be in place. And so we have to build things sometimes on the spot. Maybe it's a little bit of jerry rigging going on, a little bit of duct tape. I'm going to suggest something here that is actually very strongly supported from the whole realm of group psychotherapy, which is not what 911 is going to be big on, like kumbaya, let's sing it all together, let's hold hands. I'm not talking about that. I do want to propose this. The idea of expert guided, confidential, virtual support sessions. Did you hear the qualifiers there? Expert guided, got to be confidential, but it can be virtual. So nowadays we can do therapy virtually, like over the internet via Skype or Zoom if the protections are there. And the effect can be very, very powerful. There's research being built about this. Now, I want to suggest something that's not officially group therapy, but these would be support sessions that anybody could, from your comm center, be a part of confidentially. And possibly we could even do this with many comm centers together. But the idea is that you guys, as comm centers, would host one of your employee assistance program therapist or another trusted local clinician to lead virtual groups to support you guys as you're traveling through this. An invitation would go out collaboratively from the comm center and this clinician saying, hey, you guys, we're going to have a support session. It'll be at 2 o'clock on Wednesday or 11 o'clock at night on Thursday, whenever it's going to be. Here's the link. Here's the password. You got to use it because we secure this to make it confidential. What's the goal here, you guys? It's not to dig into people's personal issues and do psychotherapy. It's not about that. But there's something we know about the way group debriefings have been done. When they're done well, they're led by a licensed mental health professional with the support of a layperson who might be one of the responders who are being debriefed, right? That can be extremely powerful when it's done right. When group processes are not done right, it can unravel. It can be more harm than good. The idea of having expert-led virtual support sessions is that as the COVID stress is accumulating over time, you guys, we've got to have ways to release this on a regular basis. And it's good to have an expert there who, while they may not be practicing officially psychotherapy, they know how to support you guys in a conversation. So that what? You can vent, you can release things, you can strategize what to do where it's more complicated, and you can be bridged to the professional care that you need. And you know what? Your employee assistance programs are in place. This is something they should be willing to offer if they're qualified. I would encourage leaders to check in and ask, would they be willing to do this? If they're not, who are the clinicians in the area who use the evidence-based treatments we spoke of in the last episode who would be willing? We have a lot of outstanding clinicians out there. And yes, I'll be one of the first to say some of them aren't that great, right? I've made my mistakes as a clinician, but the deal is somebody who's invested, passionate, knowledgeable, expert, and they know a certain population, like 911. To be able to lead a group like that, for you guys to be able to have the chance to release stuff as you're going through it can make a huge difference. Consider this combined with the chance to do one-on-one with EAP or a therapist, combined with peer support, how that can change the way you feel when you wake up in the morning, when you go to work, how it can feel afterwards to have released that. Just give this some thought, you guys. And if you're interested in the 911 Training Institute, if you're interested in the idea of me perhaps piloting this and you participating in it, would you please email me, jim@911training.net. And also, if you would copy info@911training.net, do a CC to info@911training.net in case I miss your email. You guys, we have to be innovative. We have to do things, though, that are, of course, safe and that are well designed, that are, we know,